What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bishop Brigante. Welcome to an episode of R&R, Risk and Rewards. This is the show where we talk to some of your favorite personalities about some of the risks that they've taken in their careers to get where they are today. And I got a really special guest right now, all the way from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, representing, you know what I'm saying? Good friend of mine, one half of the Higher Learning Podcast. Please welcome Van Lathan. What's going on, my G?
Bishop, what up? I just want to tell everybody out here that's listening to this, support this man, Bishop Brigante, in any way that you can. He's a stand-up, talented individual, and he is endorsed in Baton Rouge. It's official, Bishop. It's official. You are official in Baton Rouge.
Now, I take it. And likewise for you in Toronto, and even more specifically in Scarborough. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I already been made official in Toronto, though. Chromaz.
You getting the
Chromaz made me official.
That's right. I saw your tweet too.
That was for you. You didn't even bite. I made that tweet specifically for you, to troll you.
You know what's crazy? I wasn't even mad at it though. I wasn't even mad. And I've seen your work. I know how you get
right. So you know what the deal is.
Okay, so thank you for being here. It's really simple. 2 questions. I'm going to start with the first one. So your best risk you've taken, it's from cards, dice to life, whatever it was. Tell us about the one risk you took that was a great come up.
Obviously, if you know anything about me, you know that the biggest risk that I took was when Kanye came to the office and I was working at TMZ. He said something crazy and I got at him. Here's the thing about it though. This is the interesting. I didn't realize that it was a risk until after, because I was just compelled to say something in that moment. So it really crystallized for me in my brain after, when people were like, hey man, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you said that. I'm glad you said something, stuff like that, that could have gone wrong.
Right.
That it could have gone wrong. It could have cost me my job. I could have made a fool out of myself in front of one of the most famous men in the world, the entire deal, but it wasn't. And the lesson that I learned from that is, if your spirit moves you, listen. Because even if things do go wrong, right? Even if things do go wrong, there's purpose to it. As long as it's authentic, listen to inspiration. I was inspired more than maybe any other time in my life in that moment to say something. My brain and my body told me to say something, and it just happened to work out. So listen to that intuition.
And that moment, like literally, I mean, for all the way to Canada, all the way to Toronto, everywhere around the world, that was like, you know, front page news, front page, you know, everything. Every blog had it. Everybody was, so, you know, that obviously propelled you to new heights as well, right?
Sure. It got me right away after that happened. One of the biggest things in my life happened. I got a speaking engagement at Humber College.
Wow.
Humber College up there in Toronto. And that was one of the first big speaking bags I made. I'm not going to tell you how much they paid me, but Humber College wouldn't have a lot of bread. But no, I think what it did was, you know, coming from TMZ, there's a well-earned reputation that the organization has, and it'll make some people give you the side eye. I think that it allowed me to go forth and be myself. People looked at me and they go, okay, this guy doesn't mean any harm. Let's see what he's about. And then after that, once you have a platform, it's just up to you to execute your vision in the way that most speaks to your personality, your wants and your needs, and what it is that you want to say. And I think I've been able to do that.
Absolutely. Let me ask you one question about that specific situation. I don't know if anybody's ever asked you, but did the conversation go longer after the cameras were off? Like how long?
No.
Did that... So
no.
Has there been any more conversation with Kanye afterwards? And like, was there a respect developed there?
Sure, absolutely. He called that night. And he got my phone number. He called that night. He invited me out to Calabasas. I did not go, just because at that point I didn't think it was appropriate. Right. You know what I mean? I talked to him. We talked as Black men who had a difference of opinion on something. Yeah, he probably wasn't in his best state of mind when he was up there.
Right.
And that's you know, have to be fair to him in that respect. but yeah, he had invited me to come out to Calabasas. I didn't go. Now look, I didn't know. He didn't tell me who was there. He didn't tell me. This is the thing. He said, "Yo, come out to Calabasas. We're talking and stuff like that." He didn't tell me, "Yo, come out to Calabasas. It's me, Dave Chappelle, Talib Kweli, and all of this." But that's all the people that happened to be at his house that night. I found out later. I could have been kicking it. Who knows? But he didn't tell me. I thought it was more important to respect the moment and not be on some Hollywood shit and kind of not chill with him. But that, and then we emailed back and forth for a while. But he's a very creative guy. He gets into his creative mode, and that kind of was the end of it.
That's one thing that I know about you, just from the time that we've become friends and been kicking it, and all of our little adventures we've been on online and stuff like that. One thing I've learned about you, even just from our phone calls and stuff like that, is that you're big. It's very apparent how self-aware you are, about the things that you stand for, and you have strong feelings about, and integrity. That's one thing that I got to salute you for, because you'll go right to the source of any situation that's going on, and say exactly how you feel about something, and you won't hold back on it, and you'll get to the bottom of it. And there's always going to be a high level of respect throughout the entire situation. That's why I got a lot of respect in it, and it's inspiring to see that. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it. You know why? Because it's all love, no clout. All love.
Exactly.
I believe that I can find a common ground with most people on this earth, right? Even some of these people that have these vile, terrible things, I believe that if you put me in a room with them and we talk, well, we can get to it. Now, we don't always get that opportunity. Sometimes you just got to shoot down bad ideas. That's the way it goes too.
Right.
But me and you, I think the interesting thing about our friendship is it was as organic a friendship as I've made for a long time, because it wasn't nothing. It was just like we talking on Clubhouse.
Right.
And we talking all the time, and we figuring it out. We figuring which jokes, we figuring out triggers, we figuring out times that we don't agree. And so that's how it is. I live in LA and I love LA. But it was easier for me to make friends after the Kanye thing. Because
right.
But so it's real, and I got a lot of respect for you because you got real morals and values, man.
Word. Okay, here's my second question.
Right.
You gotta flip the coin now. So that was your greatest gamble you took, and the best come up. Now tell us, Van Lathan, what was your worst gamble you ever took with the worst outcome ever?
Okay, well, there haven't been too many super bad outcomes, I would say. There haven't been too many, but there's a story that I don't think I've ever told publicly. It's like when I first got out to LA, I'm going to a place out here in LA. It's called Sky Bar. She will never remember this. There's no way she will remember this. I'm going out to a place in LA called Sky Bar.
Yeah.
And so Sky Bar's in the Mondrian Hotel. And so at that point, this is like 2006 or something like that. Sky Bar was the most popping place that you could go. It was the spot, right? Now, there were two ways to get into Sky Bar. One was the LA way, which is go stand in line and then hope that someone lets you in there.
Right.
That wasn't gonna happen for us. Me and my crew, my boy Dan, my boy Mike, my boy Will, like that wasn't gonna happen, right? So we came up with a workaround. So if you went to the Mondrian Hotel, right?
Yeah.
And you ate dinner in their restaurant right there, essentially all they would do is rope the restaurant off right there. And then when they roped the restaurant off, that poolside became Sky Bar. So what we did was we ate dinner there, and then we just walked over the rope to where the most famous people in LA were at this time.
Right.
And in there was Sanaa Lathan. And so I see Sanaa Lathan over there, and I'm like, damn, I've had a couple of drinks. I'm like, wow. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, you're here. So you might as well. My name is Van Lathan. Obviously, she's Sanaa Lathan, no relation.
Right.
So I walk over to her and I go, hey, what's up? My name is Van Lathan. So I'm just letting you know. I know in Hollywood, you don't want to ruin your brand. If we get married, you can keep the last name. I thought that was the most, thought I was going to get a laugh. Or I thought I at least was going to get show me your ID. Is that really your name?
Minimum.
I thought I was
minimum.
I've seen her since, right? I've never brought this up to her. This has happened. She's never gonna remember. And I thought she legitimately looked at me like I was Freddie fucking Krueger. When I say I think I startled her, like I think she was taken aback. Remember,
like it was creepy.
time, I'm like, yeah, like I'm 350 pounds at this point. This is before, so she literally goes, and like then she like scurried away. And I start looking around for a second, and I see people, and people are looking. You know who was looking? Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. Like Nick Carter was over there, and when she kind of darted away, Nick Carter was kind of looking at me. Everybody was like, I was like,
what did he
thought
do?
to myself, he didn't do nothing. He was
no, I mean, like
mind.
they were looking at you, like, what did he do?
Yeah, oh yeah, they were looking at me like, what did this guy just do to her? I thought I'll never make it in LA. I thought I'll never make it here. That was 15 years ago. But yeah, that's the most. It's hard for a guy like me to get embarrassed. That's the most embarrassed I've ever been in my life.
Wow. So have you? So you've never brought it up to her though?
Never brought it up to her. I saw her at an Oscar party a couple of years ago. I saw her at shout out to my man Tay Diggs. We went to a premiere of a movie that she was in with him. I saw her there. Never brought it up to her, but she wouldn't have recognized me anyway because I lost 100 pounds.
Right.
So so like she wouldn't remember it at all.
Oh man. Well, she's gonna hear about it now.
Gonna hear about it now.
She's gonna hear about it now. Yo, that's dope, man. Listen, that's wild. That's dope. I thought, me personally, I'm thinking like that was slick. I thought that was slick. I thought she was right.
Well, you know, I got bars in my whole battle rap situation. Yeah. You know how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, I drop bars like Rikers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do my whole thing.
Listen, bro. Don't shut the internet down. All right, one story at a time. When I started doing the segments on Van Lathan's return to battle rap, we'll start calling them out because I know you're ready for Loaded Lux. I know you're ready for Murder Mook.
I'm ready for Loaded. I'm ready for Mook. I'm ready for Sue Surf. I'm ready for all of them, man. Right, Marv, Math, all of them.
So I'm gonna work out I'm gonna middleman these negotiations to see what league we're gonna make your debut on. You know what I'm saying? That might we might have to update your episode because that might not be your best gamble. Anyways, yo, Van, thank you so much for being here. This has been a dope episode of R&R, Risk and Rewards, the show where we talk to your favorite personalities about some of the risks they took to get here where they are today. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow all the socials. I'm Bishop Brigante. Peace.